Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Black Ops 2 In-Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Executioner secondary weapon. This is by far the most unique secondary in the game and one of the more interesting ones that I've seen in Call of Duty games in general. It is a 5-round revolving shotgun pistol, if I say that right. It's a revolver, has 5 rounds, and it shoots shotgun shells. It's actually modeled after a real-life Taurus weapon, but let's skip to the stats part of it. It shoots 8 pellets per shot. That is the standard pellet count for Black Ops 2 shotguns. They all shoot 8 pellets as far as I know. The pellet damage, as in the damage per individual pellet, is 30 to 5, meaning that each individual pellet will do 35 damage up close, but drop off to a very minuscule 5 damage at a distance. To get the total damage, you just multiply that by the 8 pellets, and you'll find that it deals 240 damage in close quarters combat, but drops off to 40 damage at a distance. What this means is, at a distance, even if all 8 of your pellets hit, it could take up to 3 shots to kill somebody. However, in close quarters combat, it'll be a one-hit kill. It shoots at approximately 400 RPM, depending on how fast you pull the trigger, and it's semi-automatic. Because of the low fire rate, both players on PC and on console may have trouble oversampling it, so I would tell you to shoot it a little bit slower, and it does have some recoil that kicks up, so you don't need to shoot it super fast anyway. The maximum range, unfortunately, is quite low. The normal maximum range is 11 meters, and to put this in perspective, this is the exact maximum range at which you'll get hit markers. When you put long barrel on it, you up the maximum range to about 13 meters. Not a tremendous improvement, but better than 11 meters. After this, you won't be able to hit anybody at all. One of the unique things about it is that this is the only secondary that can get one-hit kills. The B-23R technically will one burst kill, and some of the other pistols will one-hit kill in hardcore mode, but in core mode, this is the only one that you'll ever get a one-shot insta-squeeze, insta-kill. The max range on that one-hit kill, I'm going to estimate, is probably about 5 to 6 meters, just kind of depending. It's a weird pistol. It was hard to get a feel. What I tested on and then what I played in the game were completely different. I'm just going to say about 5 to 6 meters is that one-hit kill range. Its time to kill is both the fastest and the slowest. If you get that one-hit kill, it is instant. That's as fast as it can possibly be, and nothing can really compete with that besides another shotgun or maybe a sniper rifle. However, because it deals such low damage at ranges, you could use your entire magazine and fill people up full of hit markers and then have to reload and shoot them several more times. So at a range, it becomes the very slowest time to kill weapon. As I mentioned before, it does have some recoil. Unfortunately, the recoil is a little bit high. It is both vertical and rightward. It'll kick up and it'll drift to the right. It's not super heavy, but it's kind of like the Black Ops 1 Python. The center speed feels a little bit low. I don't have any numbers for that, so that's just subjective. So you're going to have to do some kind of recoil control if you shoot with this one. One of the things it shares in common with the other shotguns in the game is that it is more accurate when you aim down sights. You tighten up your pellet spread considerably on this one, and when you run a laser sight, it is again more accurate. So oftentimes with this pistol, you're going to want to aim down sights and try to get that one-hit kill. The pellet spread is quite wide when you don't do that, but it tightens up significantly when you do aim down sights. The reload time on this secondary is unfortunately quite long and complicated, as a matter of fact. The first shell it takes to put into your weapon takes 1.77 seconds. That's opening the chamber and going through the motion. Then after that first shell, it takes 0.62 seconds per shell, and to end and to rechamber and be ready to go is 0.78 seconds. But let's do some math, and for all of those, a full reload is 4.41 seconds. That's closer to a light machine gun reload, and you will get killed a lot. It's very difficult. However, if you run fast mags, it's about like having a speed reloader. Matter of fact, it is a speed reloader, but for some reason they call it fast mags, and the fast mag reload time is 1.9 seconds, which is less than half of what it was before, and I say that's a major improvement. The knife speed is 105% like the rest of the secondaries, and the run speed is 100% because, of course, it's not a heavy weapon. The swap time is extremely fast. You can draw this weapon in 0.27 seconds and put it away just a little bit slower than that. Unfortunately, it has a very small magazine size of 5. This one really makes me want to cry. I could really use 6, 7, but the real gun has 5, this gun has 5, and that's all you get. You'll probably burn through them very quickly. It's going to take all 5 rounds to kill a target in most scenarios when you're not barrel stuffing them. I'm going to say this secondary is best with long barrel plus a laser sight. I know that the fast mags is very important, but the long barrel adds range and the laser sight allows me to hip fire instead of ADS. I had the best results with it like this. I used the fast mags a little bit, I used some of the other attachments, but I had by far the best results using long barrel and laser sight. I don't really like dealing without either of them. Akimbo is a very terrible idea too. This weapon is only good for ultra close range. That's its niche, that's its strategy, that's what it's good at. It's good at getting right up in people's faces and pulling that trigger once and dropping them before they can knife you, before they can do anything else. That is the strength of this pistol. It is a one-shot kill, but only at ultra close range. Anything else, it is awful, brutal. You will get hit markers for days and curse the gods that made this gun. Only use it at close range combat. And my recommendation is that you probably shouldn't be using it that much. Use this only on specialty classes where you know you're going to be up close, to complement a shotgun maybe, to complement a very, very long range weapon like a sniper rifle if you really need something close range, or to troll with, or for a challenge weapon. It's not a very competitive weapon compared to the B23R or TAC-45 or anything else, but you can do interesting things with it because of that one shot to kill. So either don't use it on specialty classes, or just troll with it. Well guys, that's all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something useful. If you'd like to check out my previous episode on the Cap 40, you can click the box on the left. If you'd like to check out my next episode on the Death Machine, which I can guarantee is going to be interesting, you can click the box on the right when that goes live. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that YouTube sort of stuff. Drifter out.